Hello, welcome to Fourth Dimension. My name is Maria. I'm your Sherpa for this read. Fourth Dimension is a channel that is really for tarot readings. However, much more is offered on this channel. Support, encouragement, direction, guidance, lots of little quick ditties about coffee and Jello with cottage cheese. Meaning don't leave a negative comment that just has no purpose. If it has purpose, feel free to leave it. Also, we offer the weekly spread on the weekend for the upcoming week for each zodiac sign. I offer a midweek pulse, which is identifying kind of like how you doing in the middle of the week. And then the end of the weekend, the forecast for the weekend. I offer personal readings. That if you're interested, it's Fourth Dimension Tarot at gmail.com. I'm still offering those until probably the summer. So just email me if you have any interest at all. And we can chat a little bit about what you would like to do. Okay, so this reading is for Cancer. I am a Cancer. So of course, I'm equally invested in the outcome of this reading. For sure. And we do have a full moon, new moon, I believe, on the 24th, entering Pisces, which is what a sign. So if you're feeling hyper emotional, it's not quite a retrograde feeling, but it's definitely got like people from the past are coming out. Yeah, excuse me, my nose is itching. It's always a sign too. Okay. Cancer, what's upcoming for the week of Cancer? Cancer, you're getting over a heartbreak. Oh my gosh, a really significant one. Yep. You closed a cycle, a long-standing cycle. I don't even need to look at the cards. I'm telling you right now, this is painful. You're walking away from somebody toxic, possibly abusive. It's long-standing, 10 plus years maybe. You close this out. You're still healing from it. Maybe it was, I have like 5 to 10, several 10 to 12. Bottom of the deck is your nine of cups. So I do believe that you are healing from this still. You're trying to find balance. This is what you look for. You want intimacy. I love this card. Intimacy is right behind that. I'm not even kidding. Is exhaustion. Love it. So exhaustion is you're kind of tired. You're tired of feeling like, let's start there. I feel like you're tired of feeling like you're the only one investing in this relationship, that you are striving for intimacy. And intimacy is much deeper than just sexual attention, affection, time even. This is connection. You're looking for a best friend. You are wanting your soulmate to appear. You're manifesting it. I feel like you're even praying for it. I get the sense that this person that you left behind, it was a wish unfulfilled. You wanted this relationship. You wanted it to work out. I feel like you stepped away and it was like an epiphany occurred. Like you had an epiphany in the middle of a fight or following a fight, or like after you left, you had a minute, like some clarity about what your vision is. Like you want like the icing, the cake, all of it. You want it all. And you're saying that shouldn't be enough. I mean, that should, that isn't too much to ask for, right? That's kind of the vibe I get. Releasing, letting go, moving on, recovering. You're walking away. It took you strength. It took you a lot of strength to do that, Cancer. This is the Tower in reverse, which is healing. This is recovery mode. You are finding self-love for the first time, I feel, in a long time. You're identifying who you are. This is your first time that you've reflected and you have let go and released an expectation that has yet to be healed. Gosh, I get the sense that you really really put your all into this. I can't even get over it. This is justice. You don't feel like there was justice in this relationship. You don't feel like there was closure. There might have been arguing, fighting, accusations made, name calling, of course, and like bitey stuff, just to be mean. It broke your heart. And it wasn't just this. This is like an escalated level at such a rate that you just decided, this is it. I deserve better. And something clicked this time where you didn't chase the person. You didn't try to restore the relationship. You didn't put 2 cents into it. You just decided you're going to focus on yourself and your self-love and your healing, and that you're going to move forward. I do believe that this person has even tried to get a hold of you, but you blocked them or ghosted them. Somehow you removed them from every platform, social media platform. If you could move, you would have. I mean, you might have. You might not even be at the same location. I feel like you're coming out in the Queen of Swords mode. So if this person would show up, you would have an honest conversation and you would demand honesty from them, and you won't tolerate 1 iota of dishonesty. You'll shut this person down so quickly. And I feel like maybe they're obsessed with you since you put the boundary up. I'm getting the sense that they're infatuated with you. They're obsessed with you. They consider you their addiction, and they want they want their fix. They want to come. They're the middle of your spread is a Chariot. They're in the car on the way to your place. You do feel like this person held back. They held back. They weren't forthright. They weren't honest. You had given this person multiple opportunities to share with you their thoughts or feelings, their commitment. You gave them multiple times options to make this right. And I don't believe that they took any of those opportunities to correct things with you. And now they're coming back. That's the Chariot. They're rushing in actually to see if you're gonna offer, like if you're gonna accept their offer. I think you are sitting in a space of healing, like I said, and you're gonna use your intuition to see if this person, I think this person's gonna come in and they're gonna tell you, and I always say heart song, and they're gonna try to trigger some of this nostalgic feelings of memories with you and where they wanna go, and try to evoke that level, get past that guardedness, get past that hurt, and get you to a place of communication and love, and hopefully open your heart again to the opportunity. I feel like they're going to want a rebirth. That's a rebirth card, and it's not necessarily, if it is a death, it's death to the old behavior, not necessarily a human. It could be for sure. But this is the vibe I get off this is it's growth, right? They recognize they've had enough space between the last time and this time, and you put some boundaries around this thing, and you said, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not chasing you, and I'm not gonna fix it when I didn't create the problem, and I'm not the one not willing to compromise. I'm not gonna do this 1 more second. And you put a line in the sand, and they recognize it, and they've probably tested it a few times. And regardless if you reconcile and move forward in this relationship, transformation occurred and you can't go back. It's impossible to go back due to the knowledge that you've received this last upgrade. Maybe you had, like I said, or they had an awakening, a spiritual awakening, a transformation, an aha moment, an epiphany, whatever you want to call it. They have a better understanding. Somebody does, maybe both of you, that this could not have gone forward in the same context. It had to have changed to have a better foundation, because it wouldn't have stood. It's like, I always call it the Jenga tower, where you find out that somebody lied to you and there's a brick comes out at the bottom, and somebody was withholding information, there's another brick, and there's like a bunch of that, and it just collapses, right? That's kind of the vibe. So you can't build on a collapsed foundation that it already fell apart. So it has to change. So the death and rebirth is you having a discussion with this person about what is going to change and what that future looks like if you were to choose to go forward. The devil in reverse is somebody is released from bondage, and I can get a number of things off this card. Somebody has dropped their addiction. They have several addictions. They might have walked away from a really toxic relationship, and they're free now. And so prior to that, I felt like there was multiple options in this mix, and that frustrated you, Cancer, because you were never considered a choice. You were just considered on the shelf, and they would take you down and play with you when they got bored, or at least that's how you felt. And you said enough of that. And now they're saying, I'm super sorry. You're right. I should have not juggled you, pretty much is what they're saying. There's no self-imposed limitation as to them moving forward now. All the barriers that they had prior to the success of the relationship have been removed. And they're telling you they want to move forward in peace and friendship and harmony to move this relationship to a higher level of degree, possibly marriage. That's what they're saying. You are stuck in this spot. That's a decision. That's Two of Wands. That is, which way do I want to go? You're looking at the whole of it, not just this option, but the whole of your life, where you're going. If their beliefs, newfound beliefs, kind of parallel with where you're going, and you're identifying, is this the best person for what I want to do for my self-love? Are they gonna do what they say? And I think it's going to be a higher and a deeper level of friendship. I think you do love this person tremendously. You do. You just didn't like some of the behavior. They just were immature and selfish, and there was a lack of justice. It was a false start consistently. And then you have the Hangman, and you're trying to look at the whole situation from the perspective they're stating as they're working it out. And like I said, the overall vibe of the week is the Nine of Cups. Super, super happy. And I do believe that you put it, I think you did put a period in this, and they want to reverse it. They want to make this chapter, they want to go back and finish it. There's some lessons that were, that needed to be closed, and you didn't have the opportunity to get closure on this relationship when it ended. And like I said, I feel like somebody ghosted somebody else. There wasn't a communication as to why. It just fell apart. It just was, somebody left without much discussion, and it created a tower moment for both of you, I think, just for different reasons, which is necessary. If you're going to come back and redo the relationship, you should probably have the conversation about why the tower came down. So we're going to find out, why did this tower come down for Cancer? Tell me about this tower for Cancer. Thank you. Oh man. Okay. Well, let's talk about it. Cancers. So clarifying the reverse tower, you got quite a bit. So I think this person's looking back. The reason why they're coming back to have a conversation is they're looking at the investment in the relationship. They're remembering all the great times and how they were their best version with you. They were their best version with you. They were the happiest they've ever been. In looking at all the other relationships, there's none that match you. None. You were the one, always. They miss you and they want to come back. They have remorse and regret about the actions they took. They are defensive. They're a little scared, quite frankly, and they're full of anxiety. And they remember the arguments. There's a lot of anxiety, and they know that there's a lot of challenges ahead, but they're willing to stand up and fight for each one of them. And they do feel stuck. They feel stuck. The Six of Swords in the upright is they want to take you to calmer waters, but they're stuck. They want to make sure, they feel like their offer won't be accepted. They feel like they've done enough dirt and they've done enough damage that you may tell them to go to hell. I get that. Just keeping it real. Tell me about this Queen of Swords. Tell me about this Queen of Swords, please. So there's some fear there. Yeah, there's a magician. They're going to try to create a relationship out of nothing, and they know it's a wing and a prayer. They're trying to manifest you. Like I said, they've been praying for you specifically for the reconciliation. Somebody had an epiphany while they are healing, and they identify there are some wrongs that I feel that they are concerned that they can't fully right. There's almost like too much water under the bridge, too much damage. And the time that it's been since you've been in a space to talk about a relationship has been a while. So this thing, I hear like, I waited too long. I waited too long. So this is, they don't feel like the champion coming in. They're full of fear. They have pride. They feel like there was delays. There was third parties that delayed them. They got stuck in another relationship. And when they should have come after you and had this conversation, and they didn't, and you didn't chase them to fix it. So you're at an impasse. You know, it is what it is, as you hear some people say. And that's kind of unfortunate, but that's kind of how you left it. You're like, I'm done. I'm just done. I can't put one more ounce of energy into something that I will never get anything back from. I just need to move on. And that's what you did. And this person recognizes, I think I waited too long. And I think if I go back now, they're not going to accept me. But I also get the sense of this person saying, I got nothing to lose right now. I'm out in the cold as it is. So I might as well tell them how I feel and what I want. Now that I know what I want, and come make it right. Tell me about this devil in reverse. So the devil in reverse was somebody who essentially was greedy. They were greedy with their time. They were greedy with their talent, their resources, their love, their affection. They didn't want to give up what they didn't want to give up. This one card tells me multiple relationships, and they want their cake and eat it too. And they wanted everybody's cupcake and eat it too. And they were okay with that. They weren't committable. That's a word. They were wanting to commit. They didn't want to commit. They didn't want a title on it. Yep. Frivolous, cunning, careless, defensive. Sound familiar? So that's the person you were dealing with. And they just were running amok, trying to just live their best life with all the options they could as quickly as possible. And however this hurts somebody else, I guess that's part of the game. You know, that's 5 I get. Players play. Keeping it real. That's what I heard. Players play. If you don't want to get hurt, don't play the game. And you're like, I didn't know we were playing a game. I brought, my game shoes, but I didn't bring anything. I'm just like, you are their wish fulfillment. You are their star, and you're still healing from the last round with this person. And that might have been a while, but you're reluctant, but it did elevate you. Quite honest, the card meaning is healing, new opportunities, growth, renewal, like it's a rebirth for you. You identified you're much stronger than you thought you were. You're very resilient. You're very loving and kind, and you walked away from this zero responsibility for any mistake. I mean, most of mistakes. I think everybody has regret, but you didn't play dirty. You played your best game. You took the L and you walked off stage. That's kind of how I see you feeling about this, Cancer. And somebody recognizes it and says, hey, I think we need to talk about it because I might not have been playing by all the rules. Yeah, the 5 of Wands, also describing the devil, is this person was trickery. It's a nice way to say deceitful, self-centered. Like I said, I want my cake and eat it too. It also means complex situations. So again, I feel like there are multiple people involved in this relationship, whether it's you and a third party or a spouse and you. I mean, you don't have all the answers, but it doesn't matter because you walked away from it. And again, you didn't know about it when you walked into it. It is what it is. That's how it is. So let's go back to this piece. We have the 2 of Wands and the Hangman. Tell me more about this because, there we go. So I have the Page of Wands in the upright. It says, keep your eyes on the goals and enjoy every moment. So it's going to require courage to talk about this. You're going to be free. It's like a free spirit, love of life. You've got your renewal back. Like I said, you're feeling in your best element. You're finally feeling like yourself after a while. We got the Knight of Pentacles, and on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Pentacles, as you know, are very secure. It's the pinnacle. It can be the coin, it's a contract, an agreement, an arrangement. Thank you. And on the bottom of that, describing it, we also have the 2 of Pentacles. And so somebody, it's still a little imbalanced because it's, to be fair, it came out kind of like this, wonky. But in the upright, it's a solid decision on going forward. In the reverse, it's still a little chaotic and it's indecision. I don't know what I want. And on the side is you haven't made the decision because you don't have all the information, which is kind of how it landed. So I'm going to go with that one, that agreement. And then with the Page of Wands, That's incoming communication. It's about a passionate new beginning. They want to have a conversation with you, and it's going to, like I said, it's going to require courage on both of your parts, Cancer. I think you're just trying to love your life right now. You're trying to get back and get your feet under you and move forward. That intimacy is what this person misses, though. And quite honestly, I think that's how you felt. I do believe this is a soulmate. Could possibly be a twin flame, if you believe in that. What's not on the table that I feel is there's a significant distance between the two of you, whether it's physically, emotionally, spiritually. There's a gap, and somebody's got to catch up a little bit. Somebody's a little farther ahead on their healing and their understanding of self and what they need, and that's part of the other person's, how they got the epiphany is it's now becoming balanced, right? And because you walked away, you gave them the space to understand what they were going to miss and have a minute to kind of compare to all their other opportunities that they've had and other people that they dated, and they nobody measures up. Cancer, look at you. Of course, you're a Cancer. But the obsession card, tell me about this obsession card. I think that they can't sleep. They can't sleep. They can't think. They're a mess, Cancer. What'd you do to this poor person? So, defining obsession. Yeah. Y'all, I can't make this up. We got a Knight of Cups. Somebody's going to come in and offer you their cup. It's a long time coming. We have an 8 of Cups. This is a past love that you walked away from. I think you walked away from this person, Cancer, and they're coming back in. They want to turn this around. They have the King of Pentacles and it's in the upright. Good character, intelligent, steady, reliable. They provide. They are a protector. They are my stable king, right? The pentacle is the foundation. You can start building off that, and it's forward growth, right? So just like money, investing your money into something and watching the dollars pile up, it's the same concept. If somebody's coming in to offer you this opportunity that is going to grow. We have the 10 of Pentacles. They see you as their future. They see you as the best opportunity, and I hate that word, but like for real, like they have dated a lot. This person is super adorable. You think they're cute as a button. You must have, because you really fell for them hard and you invested in them, but it never turned out fruitful. And now they're saying, well, guess what? It is. You can trust that you can invest. However, there's some naivety. I think somebody felt like you were going to be naive, Cancer, and you didn't know what was going on when you actually did the whole time. Cancer, you are very intelligent, and your intuition told you way before any of this went down that you knew exactly how it was going to go. You're just waiting for the other person to catch on that you knew. True story. Can't even make that up. I'm telling you, Cancers are very, very intuitive. And the irony is that when people think they're getting away with stuff and you know already before they tell you or you find any facts to justify or validate the actions, you already knew about it. You already knew about it. The whole thing, the whole picture. I mean, everything. Doesn't that just shock the hell out of them when they're like, yeah, I know about that. Yeah, I knew about that too. You know, and they're thinking they're getting away with dirt and they have to owe you all these amends for that. And they probably do, but you've already healed from this. Cancer, you've risen from this. You've dusted yourself off. You've been walking forward a minute now by yourself. You healed all by yourself. You recovered from this all by yourself. And you just chose to invest in you. You just put that focus right back on you. Okay, yep, I got the King of Cups. I'm asking Spirit. Anything else for Cancer? Yep, here comes the King of Cups. So this king, whether it be a woman or a man, doesn't matter. The energy is somebody who's like fiercely in control and they are going after their passion, right? They're very considerate. The King of Cups is extremely balanced. They are generous, very, very generous. They might be gift givers. The cups is love, right? So when I talk about the Queen of Cups and it's like the cup is larger than half of her body, it's a trough of love. And Cancers in the zodiac are the love. They are the love. And so this makes sense, Cancer. Maybe you're connected with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I see a lot of fire. Aries, Sag, got some Taurus. Maybe Scorpio. Got some Scorpio out here. Or did I say Scorpio? I think I did. Water sign, right? Pisces. Gemini. Gemini's here. So I feel like you might have some Gemini, or you're dealing with a Gemini. Cancer, I can tell you right now, this person has been in extreme pain, mental anguish. Their inner knowing has been like grinding on them. They can't move forward. They're kind of obsessed with you. And they don't want to let you go. They want to go forward in this relationship with you. There we go. It's the Three of Pentacles, and it is in the reverse. So this is something you're very guarded with, Cancer. In the upright, the Three of Pentacles is an agreement, cooperation. You know, it's like a new job, etc. You find that this is like, I think you were in a spirit of isolation for a long time to heal. You just did you. And I feel like this relationship, I gotta be honest, like somebody didn't like the person that you're choosing. And I think that might be because of you. I think you might have tainted the view of your partner to your friends and family in a negative light. And now you have to undo it because you miss them so much. But you know, that's what we do when we run our mouth and we make up crap that maybe isn't completely honest, or you just show how you're a saint and they're an asshole. I don't know how to say that nicely, but that's usually what I hear is it takes two to get in a relationship and it takes two to break it apart. And somebody walked away based on the effery that the other party did and the lying and the, you know, all the stuff, just the lack of self-confidence exhibited in intolerable behavior. That's the best way to put it. Somebody overstepped boundary after boundary after boundary and then lied about it, etc. And here you are. This person's coming back asking for another chance. And I believe there is some change. I think there is. I like everything I'm reading is genuine. They absolutely have done some work. I don't know about their motive. I'll be straight. I don't know. And there's a lot of Cancers watching, but yeah. So take time out and the answer will come, which is true, because the Four of Swords is you have to really take a minute and discern, where am I going? What do I want? Is this the person I want to take with me? Does this relationship serve my highest purpose and my highest good, or is it holding me back from where I'm supposed to be? This is, I gotta be honest, your whole vibe historically has been people pleasing. You have, like, I hear you've been putting yourself on the back burner forever. You've relied on other people to help you make decisions for you. And this is the first time you're really listening to your intuition, regardless of what everybody's saying to you. For the first time, you're taking your first steps into complete, like, liberation, independence, and making a choice and standing on it, regardless of what anybody says, or in spite of what anybody says. You're just moving forward and making a decision, very adultish, right? And you're ready to make it right with this person. Even though I think you have people saying you don't owe her an amends, or you don't need to talk to him and he did you wrong, all that. But I think you have released this and it's still in your mind. You can't let go of this relationship. This is, I would say, pretty solid twin flame. It's got twin flame vibes. So I feel like maybe your twin has gone through an awakening based on the elevation you've done already. And they just are now catching up, like I was saying. I get that sense. This took a long time for you to recover. And I think you changed. You absolutely changed. Yep, bottom of the deck is the Empress. I have the King of Swords. So it says, think things through from all perspectives. So Spirit's warning, not really warning, but definitely saying, look at the whole picture. Don't look at just, let it be a balance between your heart and your mind, your heart and your head. Don't overthink it, and don't just totally run on emotion. See if this plays out. On the bottom of the deck, you do have the Empress. And you have the Three of Wands. You're moving forward. And it's your inspiration to take, I think you're going to be inspired to take action. And yeah, you got a Page of Pentacles. So somebody's going to come in and have a conversation with you about a new beginning. The crazy thing, Cancer, I gotta be straight. I gotta just call it as I see it. There's a large handful. You might have two people you have to make a decision between. I'm getting one is the solid better choice for sure. And the other one is I feel like you want to rescue and you are drawn to that person out of habit because that is who you used to be, the protector, the provider, and you are the fixer, the solver of everybody's problems. And you're attracted to that person, but they're needy, and that's how your relationship works. They need you, you fix them. They're fine for a while, then they call you, and then you got to fix them again, and then they're fine for a while. That's been the dance. And this other person doesn't really need you. They're completely whole on their own, and they're a mirror of you. They are your twin. They are your mirror, and they are fine on their own. They would rather share their time and their affection, their love, and their day and their resources with you. But you're not seeing you're like, it's a childhood thing. Like your value came from performance versus what is best for me, right? What's going to withstand the long haul. Whew, that's a lot, but I think this, I'm trying to be nice here. I'm trying to be nice. I'm going to just tell you to choose you for once. I think I'm going to go back to the original card. Intimacy. You are just deeply wanting a real connection with somebody. You don't want to invest in the fixing of anybody. Like I always tell people, you're not looking for a relationship from IKEA. You don't want to put it together, right? You don't want to do that. You don't want to fix anybody. You want it already put together when you get it. You want to shop from the adult stores where the whole product comes all together to your home and they just move it inside, versus you going to IKEA and ignoring everything in Swedish and using a butter knife instead of a screwdriver. It's like all duct tape. At the end, you end up throwing half the parts away because it never worked. It never worked correctly. That's kind of the vibe I get, is you're trying to force something because it looks good on the box, on the outside. It looks good, but when you open the box, you have no idea. Like you didn't know it was going to be all these pieces that you had to put together. That's a lot. I don't know if you're ready for that. You have the 3 of Cups. And it is on the side. So it's, so right now somebody I think is probably, like this, it was like this. So to be fair, I'll say it was between the two. So there's several of you are dealing with somebody who overdoes addiction, overdoes substances, and that's where they're living right now due to the pain. They're letting the chemical mask a lot of their feelings. And you had the King of Swords, and it matches the Queen of Swords, the Mafia Queen, remember? This is her counterpart. And he showed up and he's like, they need to be truthful. I mean, seriously, articulate, decisive. That is this person. That's how they need to come. And I believe they're going to, but right now they're possibly finding courage in a bottle or pipe or a vape. I don't know. We do have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, which is the pre-Empress. And that feels like poverty. That looks like danger. It can be. So one of these choices are bad for sure. Cancer. One says winning without effort. That's this card. Winning without any effort given. So somebody just want all the benefits of a relationship without putting any work in. That's one of those options. So you better discern. Like, that's great. You have 2 people you have to make a decision between, at least two significant ones. Yeah, you don't have all the answers you want. You don't have all the information, but you're still gonna have to trust your intuition. Whew, which is bad. The other thing I get off this card is telepathy. Like you and this person, if you can't sleep at night, or when you do sleep, you dream about them, you hear their song, you're seeing angel numbers. I mean, like spirit, both of you are, I believe you and the other person are mirroring each other. And like, if all of a sudden you're going through the day and you haven't thought about this person for a minute, and all of a sudden you just can't get them out of your mind, it might be a twin. If they come knocking on your door, pretty solid indicator that they probably are coming in. And I'm gonna leave it with this. Look at this. I can't make it up, you guys. I love tarot. I love it. So we have 8 of Wands, Major Arcana of the Lovers, which is an ordained relationship, and a Page of Cups. Look at that. Fast. They're already in their car. They're on their way. They're going to come and talk to you. The Lovers they see you as their divine counterpart. I believe that historically they weren't awake. Now they're awake. They had an epiphany, some form of spiritual awakening. They are now invested in this relationship. They see the value in you in not just what you can bring, but you, actually just you, not your assets, nothing like that. They miss and love you. I do believe that's genuine. I really do. And they're going to offer you this lovely cup with a fish in it. So I always said extra protein. But they're going to want to have a conversation about investing in them. Cancer, what a whirlwind of a week. Wow. And as a Cancer, I'm very excited to hear your stories by the end of the week. I'm going to check your pulse on Wednesday. Make sure you all are doing well. Again, if you resonate with this tribe, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us grow this channel. Thank you very much. As well as hit that like button and leave a couple of comments, because I think people piggyback off that with their own examples. And you can hear from somebody from South Africa give their example to somebody in England. I mean, it's pretty cool as it grows, as the channel grows. You can watch people all over the world resonate in the same week with the same situation with the same zodiac sign. So until next time, Cancer, love and light, and take care.